Well, I don't know if you know by now, but I have a service on Facebook. It's a closed group called Lesko Help, where I help people find free money and help to do anything. And one of the two big things I get is money to start a business. Okay, hey, let's go. Where do I get money to start a business or grow a business, or money become a nonprofit? Or how, so I can get grants to become a nonprofit. And I think both of those are. I don't know. I'm biased, but particularly nonprofit. You shouldn't decide to be a nonprofit just because you're going to get grants. And if you want to be a nonprofit, find out about your market first. Also for business, what you got to do is find the market. Who's going to buy your stuff? What are you going to be a nonprofit for? And then figure out what kind of money you have or whatever. You got to do the marketing. And particularly in nonprofits, you may not even need to be a nonprofit. So why spend all this money that it's going to cost to become a nonprofit when you don't have to, because you don't have to get grants to do it. You could just get customer money to do it or other ways to do it. See? Or even become an LLC. People say, first I'm going to be an LLC. Why? Why spend that money before you even have a customer? And that's the problem. People think about things of spending money first before they think about getting a customer. Whether you're a nonprofit, an LLC, or a business, you're nothing until you have a customer. You're going to spend all this money getting a nonprofit status or being an LLC or running around trying to get a grant for a business. You're not even sure what's the best way to spend it. And then you go look for customers. And that's backwards. You got to look for customers first. Because if you know how to get a customers, then you know exactly what to spend money on. And particularly on a nonprofit, you may not have to be a nonprofit. So much money is out there. You could train kids in the neighborhood and not be a nonprofit. You could just be a person and get money to do that. You can get a contract. And a contract, you don't have to be a nonprofit. You don't have to be an LLC. You don't have to be, Uncle Remus. You just want to have to do the work. It's all about doing the work. That's what it is. And you want to get out there when you're thinking about doing something. Say, how am I going to do this work? What are people doing now? That's what to do. Go volunteer for a nonprofit organization. You want to help the homeless? Go volunteer for a homeless group right now. You could do that and be there in the morning. Start learning what the hell is needed, instead of sitting in our little comfortable, homes or whatever it is and thinking, we know how to solve the problem, and I'll be going to become a nonprofit and solve that problem. And then the world will be so nice to live in. Finally, right? Because they're going to do it your way. That may be wrong. I don't know about you, but I know I'm wrong 90% of the time. I've written 100 books and only 10 made money, And that's why what's so nice now about, I used to write a book, and then I used to sell the book, and then I used to go try to sell it to people. I used to sell it to New York. That was so wrong, because I'd have to pretend I knew what the market wanted. No, I never really knew until the book was done, and I went out and tried to sell it. That's why I worked with publishers, so I didn't have to have the risk of printing 100,000 books, and they're all going to sit in the bookstore when I'm trying to sell them. No, you sell them first, and you can. There's ways to do that. And that's what I do. And Let's Go Help to show you these alternative ways to do anything. And that's right, man. Like going out and becoming a nonprofit before you're even sure you have to be one. That's like getting a prom dress before you're even invited to the prom. So you want to go out and you find a fund market. You volunteer for a community that somewhere that's doing this kind of work now to find out, hey, what is really your niche? And then you look for money. Okay, you don't become a nonprofit, then look for money. You look for money first, because you may not have to be a nonprofit. And then you waste all that time. And that's what life is: time and money. And we all could figure out life given enough time and money. So if you're limited, if you have a lot of money, then fine. Become a nonprofit, do whatever the hell you want. But most people, at least I deal with, and come to me for help, they don't have a lot of money. So what are you going to do when you don't have a lot of money? What you do, don't spend any until you know for sure what the hell you're doing and what's going to work. That's what you do. You start looking for customers, even on a, why, who cares? When people buy something from you, they don't, hey, are you an LLC? Are you this? Are you that? Well, how do you know you want to be an LLC? Because some lawyer told you, some accountant told you, some expert who's getting money to tell you stuff to worry about told you. And you don't have a pot to pee in and no customers and everything, and you're worrying about somebody suing you. Man, that's even, to me, that's even not, well, that's sort of immoral away. In other words, you're going to say you're standing behind something. Well, sort of. Now, wait a minute. Don't you stand behind anything? Yeah. So that's, but, you know, that's another discussion. The main thing is success. Yeah, you succeed in what you're doing. And if you're spending money, spending time, wasting money, wasting time, then you're going to fail before you figure out what the hell to do, because life is a, you know, you figured out the message of, no, life is a scientific experiment. And we're all, you know, crazy scientists in the lab trying this and trying that. Boy, those two things made it blow up. We didn't know that, but we found out. We have black char stuff all over our face. That's what it is. So that's why you got to go out and play with this stuff and see what really works. And oh, hey, people really want that. So your product, you just get a product that sort of works. Doesn't have to be fancy. Nobody cares. Nobody buys perfect. What the hell you're selling? So get out and sort of sell it. Or you don't even need a product. You go on crowdfunding and have a product without a product. So you're collecting money for a product before you even have a product. Now that's great. What America is, man. Now, would you go into like, Bloomingdale's and ask for a sweater and they'll deliver it next year to you? They do that on the internet. It's crazy, man. So you don't have to be an LLC. You don't have to even have stationery. And you become in business. But if you know what you want to do, you want to look for money, and okay, I have a report. Everybody get, all my reports are free for members. Okay? And so you want one for business, you know, I give it to you free. You want one if you're a nonprofit. These are the 10 best places to get money for any nonprofit. And you don't need a grant writer even for that. Because see, these government agencies that give money to nonprofits, they have courses for you to learn how to fill out the paperwork. That's right. So you take a free course and spend $5,000 or whatever the heck they're going to charge you, to fill out a grant. That's right. You think you don't need a grant writer until you see the application that you're going to apply for, because 95%, like in business, you'll never need a grant writer. You know, nonprofits you may, and see 90, maybe 80, 90% of the free money the government gives out is just a couple pages, fill in the blanks, you know, and that's all it is. You know. So you don't need a grant writer. Those that you do need a grant writer, well, you go to the office, give them the money, and they teach you how to fill it out. They've been courses. Like you want to help people, you know, in the neighborhood, you know, get housing or something like that. Yeah, they do courses at your county government and how to do that. Actually, my senator in the state I live in has free courses to come all day and learn about the government grants. Yeah. So that's why maybe you shouldn't even be paying me. What I do is organize stuff. And that's why I'm trying to do as cheap as possible. I don't want to be the guy charging 100 or 1,000 or 10,000. I used to be. But no, for $20, I want you to find every possible program that you're eligible for in this country and how to apply for it. And it's just, it takes time and effort, and you can't find it in Google. You know why? Because Google gets money from people who give them money. The government agencies and other people who give out free money, they don't pay Google to be on Google. They just put their website on the internet, and then Google does not have any, you know, encouragement to show you those websites when you're searching, because they're not getting money. They'd rather get money from the billion other websites that are giving money every time you click. You click on a government website, they don't get anything. So what are you going to see in your search results? Who's controlling the search results? Not the robots from the government, the robots from Google. So they're determining what you're going to see, right? So why would they show you something you get for free? Well, maybe they have a soft heart now and then. They do. But you'll never find them. Yeah. because the other people who are spending money trying to get your attention are spending the money, a lot of money, trying to figure out what you want to see. Yeah. And that's the key too. These people spend so much on marketing. And so you'll grab them before you do any government website because they're pretty goddamn boring. You're not going to bother. And that's the problem. So you'll never know about the free stuff. Yeah, because you can never find them. And so you think to get by in life, you have to have a lot of money and buy one of these things that people are selling on the internet. That is not true. And that's what Lesko Help is about. And let me know if I can help you on Lesko Help. And first of all, don't become a nonprofit before you exactly know what the hell you're going to do and where you're going to get the money. Then you can always spend money. That's easy to do. Don't spend money first and then figure out what to do. No, you figure out what to do, then spend the money if you have to. That's the key to life.